What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Espresso, and welcome back to another Black Ops 3 video here today on the channel. Now today, we're going to be doing another class setup video here. We haven't done one of these in a while, but I want to get back into doing them because I love sharing the classes that I feel are absolutely beast mode here with you guys. You guys seem to enjoy them, and actually this one, surprisingly, I had this one planned for a little bit now. It's been what I've been using for a long time. I don't want to say maybe a long time, maybe like a week and a half or so, but a week straight of it, just using it non-stop, and I absolutely love this thing. And the funny thing is a lot of people in the comments recently have been asking, what's that class setup for the Razorback? So it kind of works out very well here for this. I get to share this with you guys and answer your question at the same point in time. So today, we're going to be taking a look at the Razorback and my class setup here for it. I absolutely love this thing, and I feel like it just melts. Now that, of course, is a subjective statement here. Obviously, there are points in times where if you're on a bad connection, it can't really melt like this. We're gonna put a lot of shots into people, but regardless, this thing I think can do wonders for your class setups if you decide to use it. Now, of course, we're gonna be starting off with the Razorback here. That is the primary weapon. That is the gun we're gonna be using and focusing on. And right off the bat, we have a variable, which it's up to you guys and personal preference if you wanna take it off. I personally don't mind the iron sights of the Razorback, but I do know that they could be a little bit better. So depending on how I'm feeling, I can either keep the iron sights as is, or a lot of the times I'll throw an elo sight on it because it's that red dot precision, but it's not too far in the way of anything. So we're gonna start off with the elo sight, and then for attachments, we're gonna be running 4 of them. So right off the bat, we need to make sure we have a primary gunfighter 1 and 2 equipped here. So that takes up 2 more class slots right there. But as for the attachments, we have quick draw, which is going to help you get your weapon up a lot faster than normal. Even as a crutch attachment here, I feel like it's needed on a lot of them, but sometimes it's up to personal preference once again if that is needed. But for this class setup, definitely put it on here. It definitely helps out a lot. Next, we're going to be running fast mags, which I think in SMGs is a big factor into getting gunfights and getting back into the action. It almost halves the reload speed here, just cuts it completely in half, and that is a huge advantage if you're going into a gunfight and you know there's going to be more people coming in a short period of time, or say just right around a wall. So it definitely does help to get those reloads down faster, as well as just get you back in the action. Next, we're going to be running stock on this thing because I personally like to pre-aim corners. I will admit it, it's not something that is bad. I know a lot of people back in the day were like, oh, you pre-aim, you're so bad, but really it's just a competitive advantage. If you know there's somebody around the corner, why not have your gun up already here with it? And with the stock, though it's not as powerful as Black Ops 2 stock, it still gives you a lot more movement speed while aiming down sight. So definitely does help, and especially in gunfights, if you're trying to strafe back and forth, that throws off an enemy big time if you do that. So it does help in various aspects to be able to give you a little bit of a competitive advantage when going up against an opponent. Now, finally here with the final attachment, that is going to be grip. Now, this one I think is a very important attachment, but I feel like it was either a nerfed or something like this, or the recoil whenever it was changed to the Razorback in a, not this recent patch, but a patch previously, it kind of not necessarily negated it, but it is something that you can have this with it on it. It'll make it an absolute laser pointer in terms of where you can shoot. There's 0 recoil, but the Razorback already has pretty controllable recoil. So this one, I guess you could say, is up to personal preference. I definitely would say to have this on because there's almost no chance of your gun getting kicked up unless you have flinch, but that is just subjective once again to the situation. Now that closes out the attachments, and I think those are attachments that make this gun maybe overpowered in a sense. It still is a competitive advantage to some of the other weapons like the VMP, the M8, and all that kind of stuff. And the thing that really gets me is the range on the Razorback. So that thing is ridiculous as is. You can toss on a long barrel if you want to throw out any of these other attachments and change them out. Long barrel is probably that 5th attachment that I would throw on there just to say get that out of the way and be able to use something if you don't like another one. But nonetheless, perks here as always, we got our scavenger and awareness. I run these on almost every single class setup, and I know a lot of you guys are like, why don't you ever change it? I feel like these just work really well for me. I don't really need a tier 1 perk, and awareness definitely as a headset user is something you really want to keep in that loadout because it's just something that helps out tremendously. I hear enemies almost 3 corridors away or something like that, depending on how much I actually have my volume up and all that out so I can really anticipate when and where people will be coming. And then Scavenger, of course, I plan to stay alive for as long as possible, and I do burn through a lot of ammo all the time, so it really does help. You can toss these out though, change them out, whatever it may be, but these ones are definitely the class setup that I think is a great class setup here for it. So that's going to wrap this one up here today, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to hear your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. What do you guys think here of this? Do you guys enjoy this class setup? If you guys use it at all, let me know how you do with it, and if you guys did like the video, be sure to like rating down below, and if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. We're on that road to 40,000 subscribers. We're now only a couple hundred away, so that is just mind-blowing here to me. We set the goal at 40,000 by the end of June. Probably gonna hit it even before that. So hopefully you guys did enjoy, but thank you guys so much for watching. Mine's been Cool Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.